We have some more breaking drama thanks to Screen Rant, so I'm going to link their Screen Rant article, and this time it is with the Potthast family on whether or not any of their drama going on 90 Day Fiance is actually true. And like I said, thank you to Screen Rant, we now actually have a couple different instances where they got completely called out for faking drama. So here's the deal, y'all. I thought this was way too funny not to share. If you don't remember, weeks and weeks and weeks ago, at the beginning of the 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After season, we got to see Andre and Libby go and meet with an immigration lawyer and talk about Andre's, green card renewal. And the attorney basically just said this: you have to have a stable job, and a this, and a that, and a laundry list of papers like this, this thick of stuff that he did not have. And of course, Libby was freaking out, but it was all basically job related. Kind of, you have to have a steady job, and a this, and a that, and da-da-da, a bunch of stuff that ended up being true, because someone actually reached out to Screen Rant apparently and said, no, I've been through this process, I've done it before. And people were reaching out to me too while this was going on. I didn't think anything of it, but people were just telling me this. That seems far-fetched, and I thought that seemed far-fetched too, but no one ever came and shared exact proof. But this person reached out to Screen Rant and said, actually, no, Andre would just need to show a joint bank account with Libby and show that his daughter's, birth certificate, and that is it. There's no laundry list of this and that and a bunch of other stuff. All he needs, according to this person who has supposedly been through this same situation, is a joint bank account, which you can get within a couple days, and his daughter's birth certificate, which also, you get that in a couple days. So, yeah, is that a complete lie or what? But honestly, guys, it gets worse with this family, because another thing that's going on, too, now, after the last episode of 90 Day Fiance, we got to see that Jen and Becky, Elizabeth's two sisters, are now going to start their own real estate company, and they were going off on Elizabeth and Andre, and even their dad, Chuck, because, they won't work with them, and it was really annoying, and they basically want their dad to hold their little hand and give him a bunch of money, and of course, he now wants to do that for Andre and Elizabeth, supposedly, and so the two daughters, Jen and Becky, are starting to get kind of mad. And they were going off on it. They were definitely having an issue with Elizabeth. There was some fighting. They were not happy. But here's where it gets kind of just questionable, because if you go on Elizabeth's, Instagram, she posted a picture a couple days ago. Boom, right there. And guess who it is? It's Elizabeth and, oh wait, no, that's Elizabeth and Becky. They're together, smiling, happy. It was on July 10th. This stuff that was filmed was a couple months ago, was not that, it was, I don't know, 3-some months ago maybe, so it wasn't that long ago, and it makes me wonder if all of this stuff was going on, if they were so upset they wouldn't talk, they wouldn't get together. Jen threw a cake in Andre's face. How come on Instagram they're now buddy-buddy? It's just so unbelievably annoying to see, and we could sit here and debate and say maybe that Elizabeth is just closer with her sisters and that the drama is real, but it's just that the sisters don't like Andre. But no, that can't be the case, because Elizabeth, she was defending Andre and the sisters were getting mad at her, so that can't be true. And the icing on the cake for me, once again, thanks to Screen Rant, I cannot find this for the life of me, and I'm starting to kind of think that what might have happened is Elizabeth just deleted the post, but we got to see, I was just talking about it, the cake scene where Jen, threw a cake and it hit Andre's face and everyone was so mad and he threw him out of their house, and it was for their daughter's birthday party. That's why, hence the cake was there. Okay, according to Screen Rant, they are claiming that actually Elizabeth posted a picture for her daughter's birthday and everyone was there and they had a totally different outfit on than what was shown on the show. I have not seen this post, so I can't vouch for it. I just read that and I just cannot believe it. If that is the case and if that is true, this family is completely scripted. Obviously, we all know they want to be like Darcy and Stacey. They want to be like the family Chantel, and they're probably gonna get paid for it. You might not, I don't know if they get paid handsomely. I always thought people, on 90 Day Fiance, if you're on one of the spin-off shows, you get paid, I think, $1,500, $2,000 an episode kind of a thing. So a good amount, but not a ton of money by any means. And then it's for the amount of hours you have to film, it's not anything too crazy. But the spin-off shows, I've heard that they get more money. Now, to what regard, I never knew. The only baseline I could ever compare it to is that Rob Dyrdek went on a podcast that I listened to and said that he got paid it was $35,000 per episode from MTV years ago when he had the, Rob and Big show. So it's that was years ago. Then when they asked him to come back to do Fantasy Factory, once again, still on MTV, so different network, but it's once they asked him to come back, they offered him $125,000 per episode. So my point being is this: even though TLC, MTV, different kind of a thing, if a show is pulling in pretty good traffic, like how Darcy and Stacey season 2 is now, they're going to be getting paid something. I don't know to what regard, but they might be getting, 30-ish, I don't know, 40 grand an episode. It sounds crazy, but they could even say they get 20 grand an episode. That is a ton of money, and I can tell you one thing, the Potthast family, I know they act like they're the big business people, and they got the real estate, and they got this business. The truth is, they might be making some money with real estate, keyword might, but a lot of these people, they all have an OnlyFans account for sure. Charlie's wife does, Andre does, Elizabeth does, Jen does, and Becky might even too. They all basically do. So they're doing that. Elizabeth is constantly doing brand deals. Andre is constantly doing brand, which is fine, but it's like, don't go on a show and act like all your money comes from real estate when the truth is, it's coming from completely different things. So my point being is this, they are likely trying to start some drama because they know if they get their own spin-off show, they're going to be getting a crap ton of money. And I hope to God that 90 Day Fiance doesn't give them that, because I don't find this family interesting whatsoever. Not even slightly. So I hope to God that they just kind of get fizzled off from 90 Day Fiance. But of course, guys, if you're watching us on YouTube or Facebook, please comment below what you guys think. Let me know if you think this is real, true, fake. And we are almost there to the biggest moments. I don't even know. One of the biggest moment, I guess you could say, with the Potthast. Now, I was going to say the biggest moment ever on 90 Day Fiance, but I'm actually going to backpedal on that and redact that, because it's not that big. It's pretty big, though. And this is why I kind of think it's, funny, because it's like they're trying to kind of copy the family Chantel. But we got to see the dad, Chuck, wants to host a barbecue of some sort, and he invites Andre, he invites Charlie. Charlie gets there, and him and Andre get very physical, very fast, and everyone had to break it up, and it looks like Andre kind of won the fight, if I had to guess. But either way, it's going to be a very big moment. The dad bursts into tears. Some people are saying that that was a completely fake scene. All I know is I've been waiting all season long to see this fight go down, and I think it's going to be pretty good. I mean, I'm sure it's going to last, 2 seconds probably, but it is kind of funny because remember, there was a couple big fights on the Family Chantel when they were just on 90 Day Fiance, and then they got their own spinoff. So there might be some kind of a similarities paralleling right there, which is kind of stupid of the Potthast family. But either way, you guys comment below what you think. And if you think this is real, true, or just like me, you think it is completely, totally, 100%, without a doubt, categorically fake.